Good evening, everyone. I'm Claire Foley. I'm here at Pawmetto Lifeline, and you might hear some fans going on behind me. I'm joined by Maria Wooten. She's the marketing and communications manager here at Pawmetto Lifeline. Maria, tell us why these fans are needed today.
So it is very loud. We probably have about 10 fans in here, as well as some temporary AC units. Unfortunately, our air compressor broke down about 3 days ago, and we have gotten some temporary AC units in here that are very loud, but you know, we are doing the best we can. We've got fans going, trying to keep these kitties cool, because we do have some that are overheating, unfortunately, and you know, heat can be very detrimental to a cat's health, so it's important that we keep these cats as cooled off as possible.
And so what are you guys trying to do to kind of, I know it's about 3 weeks until the AC is fixed, a part comes in, so what's kind of the plan in the meantime?
Yeah, so sadly it is going to take about 3 weeks to get the exact part that we need. We have a pretty, from what I understand, I'm not a mechanic, but we have a pretty complex air system here at our shelter. It's sort of like a hospital. Like, you know, it has to put out new air every hour or something to try to control disease in a shelter. And so it's not an easy part to find, apparently. It's going to take a while to get here. So we are just making the best of it, honestly. We are doing what we can to keep these cats cool. Luckily, the dogs have a lot of doors in. We're able to get a breeze going through the dog wards, but the cats are the ones that we're the most concerned about right now, because we do have some that sit in kennels that don't get, you know, a lot of air going through it. So what we're doing to try to help this emergency crisis situation is doing $25 adoptions. You know, we're having, it truly is an emergency adoptions. We're looking for adopters for cats and for kittens to get these cats off-site and into homes with air conditioning, of course, would be fabulous, into loving forever homes.
And we've got some people behind us checking out some of these cats and kittens, and I know that you've been pretty successful in this endeavor to find these cats and kittens homes. So talk to me about what it means to see the community coming out when you guys really need the help.
We have had a huge response so far. I think we've had about 36 adoptions of cats and kittens just in the past 2 days since we've started doing this, which is amazing. I mean, that's definitely much more than we would have in a normal week. So we are very thankful to everyone who has, you know, opened their hearts and their homes to these cats that desperately need out of this shelter and out of this hot space.
And it's available for adoption, fostering, but also donations too.
Right.
Talk to me what that looks like.
This was a extremely unexpected expense for us, and we are still grappling how we're going to do this, but obviously it needs to be fixed. It's got to be done. So we are looking for donations. If you can donate on our website at pawmettolifeline.org or via Venmo at Pawmetto Lifeline. That would be fabulous. If anything you can contribute will help.
And I know we're seeing a lot of fans around here. Is it helpful for people to just donate money, or would actual box fans be helpful too?
Well, so we've actually had some issues with plugging in all of these fans. We've tripped some breakers so far. We've tripped a few breakers. So we prefer either monetary donations or just come adopt, foster, help us in that way, because unfortunately we have run out of outlets and we are just tripping power sources at this point trying to plug in any more fans.
How does the adoption or fostering process work? Is there an application? How can somebody be qualified for that?
Yeah, so we are doing special adoption hours right now. You can walk in Tuesday through Saturday between 10 and 5, and you can fill out an adoption application either on our website ahead of time. That'll always expedite the process a little bit to fill it out before you get here. On our website at pawmettolifeline.org, or you can fill one out when you get here. And then you'll just wait to be approved. It shouldn't take too long, just depending on the crowd, and you'll be able to come up here and meet all the furry critters, all the cats that we have for adoption here. Pick one out, see which one you click with best. We have playpens and pop-ups that kids can sit in and see which one you really click with, because we really want these to be, you know, not just temporary homes, but forever homes for these cats.
I know a lot of people might be thinking, okay, the facility here isn't holding up. Is there anywhere else they can go? Are there any other facilities like Pawmetto Lifeline across the state?
There are some. I'm thinking more like towards the coast. Like we partner with Charleston Animal Society, who has a fantastic facility as well. But when something goes wrong, something as simple as the air conditioning in a big building like this, it's a big problem. And so no, there really aren't other facilities like this around in our area. So we are just doing the best we can. We want to get these cats out, adopted into forever homes. But if you can foster, that will help also. But we'd really love to see these cats go somewhere and not have to come back, because the more that we can get out means we can bring more in, because we have hundreds of cats and kittens waiting to come into our adoption program, and we can't save more lives and bring those in until we get some adopted. So.
And because of this emergency, you guys have extended hours, is that correct?
We are doing 10 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. We are typically just by appointment during the week, but we're opening our doors to anyone, any community member, any family that wants to come in. Maybe you've never considered adoption. We would love to meet you. We'd love to speak with you. We can, even if it's your first time adopting, we have lots of tips and pointers our adoptions team can give you. We are just so excited for the response we've had from the community.
I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but I know that on Monday and Tuesday, they're predicting even higher temperatures than the rest of this week. They're thinking about 100 degrees or so. If it comes to the point where you still have cats here on Monday and Tuesday, what would kind of the game plan be? What can people do?
We probably will, and unfortunately that's just the matter of the fact. We would love to clear out the entire shelter, but, unfortunately, we probably will still have some cats here next week. A lot of times we're just a revolving door. Once one goes out, another comes in. We're trying to do our best to keep the cats that are currently in foster homes to stay in foster homes. Like, our fosters are being so gracious and so patient with us, because we don't want to take anything else in right now. So we're trying to keep everything that's out, and anything that's in here to go into a home. So honestly, we are just going to keep doing our best with what we have, making sure that these cats are as cooled off as possible. We're checking their gums every day. We're making sure nobody's, in danger. We are making sure everyone's healthy, because it is so important for these cats to not overheat, because it really can be detrimental to their health.
So obviously an unprecedented, unexpected situation for you guys. How are the cats themselves holding up?
They're holding up pretty well. We can tell that they are hot. You can just tell by their body language. They're not wanting to do much. Some of them aren't wanting to eat much. So we're trying to pay attention. We have our medical team going around periodically, making sure everyone's okay. Some signs that you would look for is open mouth breathing or white gums. We're checking for all of these signs, making sure that the cats are healthy. We have, of course, our cats over in our admin area that are free roaming, probably one or two on top of my desk right now. We love our admin cats, but they are just splayed out on the floor, doing their best to keep cool, and we're trying to do our best to help them.
And I know cats are notorious for having personalities, so is that something you kind of take notice of too, if you see like a personality change that they might not be feeling well because of the heat?
Yes, and honestly, like all of our cats that are usually more playful, it's just everyone's more subdued right now, but we're making sure everyone's eating. That's definitely important. Drinking water, the air conditioning for us is one thing. We put up with COVID. We never closed a day during COVID, so this is nothing to us. We are here for the animals regardless of any circumstance. Nothing can bring us down. So yeah, definitely some changes in the cats, just more so they're just being lethargic. And so we just want to make sure that it doesn't turn into anything else from that.
What would your final message be to anybody watching about this situation and any help that they can offer?
Yes, honestly, the number one thing right now is adoption. Go to our Facebook, share our posts, share our pictures of our kitties. We put up some pictures of our cats and kittens today. If you know someone looking to adopt, send them our way, please. We have so many fantastic cats and kittens here for adoption. It's only $25, and that does cover their vaccines, their microchip, and their spay and neuter surgery.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Maria. I really appreciate it. And now, Pawmetto Lifeline is also assisting in another situation where 4 dogs are in need of a home. They've been living in a vacant space for about a year now. They have been helped out by someone leaving food and water and allowing them to go outside to use the bathroom every day, but they just haven't been given the love they need as our pets. So Pawmetto Lifeline is trying to find them a new home, because the home they've been living in, it's actually closing down tomorrow, Friday morning. So take a look at this video. I got a chance to meet some of these senior shepherds that are so sweet and looking for a new home.
This is the saddest story I've ever heard. It's heartbreaking. And we just want to help.
Laura Mitchell got a call last week about 4 German shepherds abandoned in a vacant home in Columbia after their owner died last year. While someone would come by to feed them and let them use the bathroom every day, they weren't given the love and attention they need. And now they need a new home, and fast, because the house they've been living in is about to be sold Friday morning.
The dogs need to get out of the house by 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we're very concerned and hopeful that the dogs can get some foster homes or permanent homes through the community.
I got the chance to meet these sweet senior shepherds that each have their own unique personality.
Girl, there you go. Yeah.
This is Spencer. He's a neutered male. He's the only male. Spencer is the sweetest. He loves everybody. This one is Stormy. She is fun-loving and happy. She's not territorial. None of the dogs are territorial. Stormy loves to play ball. This is Casey, bless her heart. She's just afraid. She just has been unsocialized and been alone for so long without her mama. Bailey's very friendly. It just takes a minute. But Bailey also loves to be petted and is happy and gets along with other dogs.
Denise Wilkinson of Pawmetto Lifeline says, unfortunately, pets are often forgotten when it comes to making future plans.
I think a lot of people think their children are going to take their pets and take care of them. And oftentimes that just is not the case. And the dogs or cats are left behind in the home, and people are trying to come over and feed them and take care of them, and a lot of times they don't have a good outcome.
Denise Wilkinson, the CEO of Pawmetto Lifeline, says they actually had a very similar situation happen just the other day, where 2 dogs were found in a vacant home after their owner had passed, and sadly one of those dogs didn't make it. So they really need your help to make sure that they have a better outcome for Spencer, Stormy, Bailey, and Casey. You can do so, like we said, by adopting, fostering, or even just offering monetary donations. We have information for how you can do all of those things linked on our website at WACH.com. There's contact information for Pawmetto Lifeline, as well as Denise Wilkinson's direct line if it's after hours, if it's after 10 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. She said you can call or text her at any hour, because that's how pressing both of these situations are, trying to find homes for those 4 German Shepherds and all of these cats here behind me that are braving these hot conditions here this week. For now, I am reporting in Columbia. Claire Foley, Watch Fox News, Local First. To stay up to date with this story and more, make sure you subscribe to our Watch Fox YouTube page. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss an update.